Welcome to the future of Astral Industries. This is Energy Research Hub 2.0. This is where Astral Industries will showcase what we are truly capable of and show off what sci-fi really should be on the Roblox platform. Now, before we go on, know that everything you see here is 100% a work in progress and is subject to change at any point. Now, if you've ever played Energy Research Hub 1.0, you may recognize the general layout of the facility here. This is the parking garage. Now, it's a bit more detailed than 1.0's garage, and it has a signature warm glow to it. Now, as we open the overhead door, we can enter the welcome and reception area. Oh, hey, look, it's Willow. Hey, Willow. Here, hi, it's Astra here. Here, have my ID.
Looks good. You're free to go.
Thanks, Willow. You too. Now, in ERH 2.0, you'll be able to talk to our wonderful facility staff simply by clicking on them during your visit. NPCs will have complete voice acting, some will have dynamic lines during events, and others will help you out by giving directions and maybe even some XP. Willow is just one of the over 15 planned facility staff members you'll be able to talk to during your time at the facility. Interactivity is a huge part of what ERH 2.0 is going to be, and having staff here with you helps to make the facility seem a little less empty. Now, let's get this blast seal open and head on into Sector A.
Morning, Astra.
Hey there, Kennedy.
Mind hopping in the scanner real quick? Company policy. I'm sure you would know.
Alright, I'll hop on in.
All set. Enjoy your stay.
Alright, thanks, Daniel. And here we are, Sector A. This is the lobby and the gateway to the rest of the facility. Here, you'll find the cafeteria, which is this big open area, the tour desk tutorial system, which is hidden behind these windows here, the gift shop, atrium, the group history museum, and so much more. Not much is finished yet, but we still have a bit to showcase. So let's go walk around. Here's the main seating area. Got two different restaurants to choose from. We've either got Scorch's Burgers or Francisco's Pizza. Either way, you're going to be in great hands if you're looking for food. Across here, head over to the elevator hall. It's access to two of the pretty cool rooms up in this area. First off, the gift shop. The gift shop is an actually working shop. You are able to purchase these shirts. Well, I already own them since I made them, but you'll be able to actually purchase each of these items just by walking up and pressing E. It works for any of these shirts, and we plan on expanding this system to include the sweaters that are currently available. If you want to support the group, buying our merchandise is an amazing way to do so, since pretty much all the funds go directly to the developers. You can also purchase the coils here, and later on, you'll be able to purchase drone companion paints. I'll talk about those later. Over here, it's the tour desk area. Well, this is just a waiting area for it. Eventually, there's going to be a big holographic map of the facility right here, where you can walk through and look at all the different parts. But the facility's not quite built yet, so we can't really have that. In here is where you'll be able to talk to tour services. Obviously, placeholder dummies for now, but eventually you'll be able to go here, sit down, and have a UI that can tell you all about the facility, its layouts, just in general how to play the game. It's a huge part of what we're going for in ERH 2.0, because accessibility, which not only is for helping people who may be visually, auditorily, motor, whatnot impaired, but it also means helping those who have never played the game before get a foothold in the game and actually enjoy it instead of being overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff that you have to take in. Now, let's move on from here, head over to the elevator. Elevator isn't really that special. I mean, it's an elevator. But it's going to take us to sub-level 2 to keep exploring the facility. As you can see, we are moving, but it's so smooth that you can barely tell we're moving at all. And we're here. Welcome to sub-level 2. It's going to be a conference room here. Got more benches. And this is the catwalk. You're on the catwalk, you are actually above the cafeteria. This entire bridge is suspended by these pillars. Pillars in the middle here. Then we can head over to this neat little cozy outlook, Alpha Lounge. This is the Alpha Lounge. It's got a noticeably warmer theme to it compared to the rest of the facility. It's meant as a rest stop of sorts to those exploring. It has a screen, which you can see behind me. It currently only has a music visualizer, but it will also display more stuff in the future. Oh, and there are plenty of Easter eggs to find in this room. Some of those books over there are some pretty good reads, I'll tell you that. Now, let's move on from here and head deeper into the facility. Now, if you didn't notice, ambient music that's playing right now, titled Cold Unfiltered Atmosphere, faded out when we entered the Alpha Lounge. This is due to the game's dynamic music system, in which different parts of the map will have different music. It's a pretty neat system that we came up with in order to help give the game a more unique feel as you explore, and not just have the same ambience track looping over and over and over again. Now this is the Sector A Atrium, the heart of the facility. You can get pretty much anywhere from here, from the caverns of Sector B to Sector F's research labs and spacecraft operations areas. Those aren't built, of course, but they will be coming in ERH's future updates. Now, this is the Group History Museum. This is a place where we are archiving Astral's history from day one to the shining future. Notice models of the old reactors. You can see some old assets here from Offworld, Energy Production Site, and ERH Origins. There's also some screenshots on the wall from each of the various projects. Now, to be able to read the text on these walls to get a good idea for what the group is like. Oh, and there's also this neat little staff diorama at the end of it. Now, as you exit, there's meant to be restrooms here, but those aren't built yet, so all we have is a power walk. And guess what? It's a power walk. It moves you faster. Ever so slightly faster. If you want to go fast, go real fast, but let's talk speed. In ERH 2.0, you've got several different options to increase your speed. First way is simply by holding down left shift. It increases your FOV and gives you a slight boost in speed. It's also down to left trigger on console for easy access. It gives you, remember, it only gives you a slight speed boost, but it is useful in comparison to the normal walk speed. Second way to increase your speed, using a speed coil. This is part of the Coil Bundle Game Pass, which gives you access to 4 different coils. Speed coil gives you a boost in speed, as you can see here. Very much faster compared to the regular walk speed. Grab coil lets you jump higher, much higher. The Regen coil gives you passive regeneration of your health in case you ever lose it to, say, a science accident. Or like maybe you accidentally dropped one of your experiment bottles and now whatever was in it is starting to hurt you. You can equip this and you'll regen some of that lost health. Lastly, the Shield Coil. Shield Coil makes you invulnerable to most types of damage. Not all types of damage, though. There are some exceptions. Now, the last way to improve your okay, so right now there's only 2 more ways to improve your speed outside of what we've mentioned already. First thing is to get Astral Plus, enable Fast Mode. This essentially doubles your base speed. Oh, should I mention it stacks with other speed boosts? Look how fast I'm going now. Isn't this nuts? I can just use my speed coil, turn on fast mode, and hold shift, and all of a sudden I can get across the map with ease. Yeah. Although this isn't implemented yet, the last planned way to improve your speed is by using consumables, which are stuff like snack bars that you can get from vending machines using your RP or research points. Again, all of this will be coming in future content updates and is currently in very early stages of development. Now, let's go over one last thing before we head out and go back to the main show stage. Drone companions. Drone companions are Astral Industries' take on simulator pets, and are split into two different sections. This is the equip menu. Shells are the actual drones themselves. These are the actual meshes or shapes of the shells, and determine the primary looks of the drone companion. Paints allow you to customize them. For example, use a Proxima shell with the factory new paint and equip it. See? It's hovering over my shoulder. Follows me where I go, jumps when I jump, even softens the impact a little bit. Pretty neat little companion to have. Also, not really that visible here, but if I go into a darker area, you can see that it gives off light. This can be useful in case the facility ever loses power. But this is just the factory new paint. It has a sleek metallic vibe with a nice cool steel, like a steel blue for its internal core. I take the same shell, instead equip the wood paint. You can see it now has a much warmer tone, with a bit more of a comforting vibe to it. This and so much more are all part of the customization options you can use with the Drone Companion system. And honestly, I think that's pretty cool. All of this is a part of Energy Research Hub 2.0's amazing gameplay experience, and will hopefully bring players back from just a one-time visit like other sci-fi games do. Now, unfortunately, that's all we have to show for ERH 2.0 at the moment. So let's head back to the main stage and continue the show.